A Winter Peace by William Cullen Bryant. The time has been that these wild solitudes, yet beautiful as wild, were trod by me oftener than now, and when the ills of life had chafed my spirit, when the unsteady pulse beat with strange flutterings, I would wander forth and seek the woods. The sunshine on my path was to me as a friend. The swelling hills, the quiet dells retiring far between, with gentle invitation to explore their windings, were a calm society that talked with me and soothed me. Then the chant of birds and chime of brooks and soft caress of the flesh sylvan air made me forget the thoughts that broke my peace, and I began to gather simples by the fountain's brink and lose myself in daydreams. While I stood in nature's loneliness, I was with one with whom I early grew familiar, one who never had a frown for me, whose voice never rebuked me for the hours I stole from cares I loved not, but of which the world deems highest to converse with her, when shrieked the bleak November winds and smote the woods, and the brown fields were herbless, and the shades that met above the merry rivulet were spoiled. I sought, I loved them still. They seemed like old companions in adversity. Still there was beauty in my walks. The brook bordered with sparkling frostwork was a gay was as gay as with its fringe of summer flowers. Afar the village with its spires, the path of streams, and dim receding valleys hid before by interposing trees, lay visible through the bare grove, and my familiar haunts seemed new to me. Nor was I slow to come among them when the clouds from their still skirts had shaken down on earth the feathery snow, and all was white, the pure keen air abroad, albeit breathed no scent of herb, nor heard love call of bird, nor merry hum of bee, was not the air of death. Bright mosses crept over the spotted trunks, and the close buds that lay along the boughs, instinct with life, patient and waiting the soft breathing of spring, feared not the piercing spirit of the north. The snowbird twittered on the beechen bough, and 'neath the hemlock whose thick branches bent beneath its bright cold burden, and kept dry a circle on the earth of withered leaves, the partridge found a shelter. Through the snow the rabbit sprang away. The lighter track of fox and the raccoon's broad path were there, crossing each other. From his hollow tree the squirrel was abroad, gathering the nuts just fallen, that asked the winter cold and sway of winter blasts to shake them from their hold. But winter was yet brighter scenes. He boasts splendors beyond what gorgeous summer snow knows, or autumn with his many fruits and woods, all flushed with many hues, come when the rains have glazed the snow and clothed the trees with ice, while the slant sun of February pours into the boughs a flood of light. Approach, the encrusted surface shall upbear thy steps, and the broad arching portals of the grove welcome by thy entering. Look, the massy trunks are cased in the pure crystal, each light spray nodding and tinkling in the breath of heaven is studded with its trembling water drops that stream with rainbow radiance as they move. But round the parent stem the long low boughs bend in a glittering ring, and arbors hide the glassy floor. Oh, you might deem the spot the spacious cavern of some virgin mine, deep in the womb of earth, where the gems grow, and diamonds put forth radiant rods and buds, with amethyst and topaz, and the place lit up most royally with the pure beam that dwells in them. Or haply the vast hall of fairy palace that outlasts the night and fades not in the where crystal columns send forth slender shafts, and crossing arches in fantastic aisles wend from the sight in brightness and are lost among the crowded pillars. Raise thine eye, thou seest no caverned roof, no palace vault. There the blue sky and the white drifting cloud look in. Again the wildered fancy dreams of spouting fountains, frozen as they rose, and fixed with all their branching jets in air, and all their sluices sealed. All is light, light without shade, but all shall pass away with the next sun. From numberless vast trunks, loosened the crashing ice shall make a sound like the far roar of rivers, and the eve shall close o'er the brown woods as it was wont. And it is pleasant when the noisy streams are just set free. The milder suns melt off the plashy snow, save only the firm drift in the deep glen or the close shade of pines. 'Tis pleasant to behold the wreaths of smoke roll up among the maples of the hill, where the shrill sound of youthful voices wakes, the shriller echo as the clear pure length that from the wounded trees in twinkling drops falls mid the golden brightness of the morn, is gathered in with brimming pails, and oft wielded by sturdy hands, the stroke of axe makes the woods ring. Along the quiet air come and float calmly off the soft light clouds, such as you see in summer, and the wind scarce stir the branches. Lodged in sunny cleft where the cold breezes come not, blooms alone the little windflower whose just opened eye is blue as the spring heaven it gazes at, startling the loiter in the naked groves with unexpected beauty, for the time of blossoms and green leaves is yet afar. And ere it comes, the encountering wind shall oft muster their raft again, and rapid clouds shade heaven, and bounding on the frozen earth shall fall their volleyed stores rounded like hail and white like snow, and the loud north again shall buffet the vexed forest in his rage.